LBRY sold tokens as security, federal judge says. The SEC sued LBRY last March on allegations it sold its native LBRY token in violation of federal securities law. So, crypto startup LBRY violated securities law by selling its native LBC tokens without registering with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, a New Hampshire judge ruled on Monday. The SEC sued LBRY in March 2021, alleging that LBRY tokens were securities and that the startup had violated securities laws by selling them without registering with the agency. LBRY pushed back, claiming that LBC tokens were not securities and that the SEC did not give it fair notice that its sale of LBC was subject to securities law, thus violating the company's right to due process. The LBRY protocol is a blockchain-based file-sharing network. Federal Judge Paul Barbadoro, there we go, of the District Court of the District for the District of New Hampshire ruled Monday that no reasonable trier of the fact could reject the SEC's contention that LBRY offered LBC as a security, and LBRY does not have a triable defense that it lacked fair notice. LBRY founder Jeremy Kauffman has long maintained that the outcome of the case could have sweeping implications for the wider crypto industry. Speaking at Messari's mainnet conference in September, Kauffman said the facts in LBRY's case would basically apply to every company in the crypto industry. In an email statement, Kauffman reiterated his claim that the case can have a broader impact on the industry. Quote, the SEC versus LBRY case establishes a precedent that threatens the entire U.S. cryptocurrency industry under the SEC versus LBRY standard. Almost every cryptocurrency, including Ethereum and Doge, are securities. The future of cryptocurrency in the U.S. now rests in with an organization even worse than the SEC, the United States Congress, end quote, he said. One significant case the LBRY ruling could impact is the SEC suit against Ripple Labs and two of its executives who have been charged with selling $1.3 billion in unregistered securities. Much like LBRY, Ripple Labs' defense has hinged on its claim that its native token XRP is not a security, and that by failing to provide clarity on whether XRP was a security, the SEC did not provide fair notice that Ripple Labs' conduct was unlawful. Several major players in the crypto industry, including Coinbase and the Blockchain Association, have filed amicus briefs in support of Ripple Labs, arguing that securities law have been inconsistently applied to by the regulator, creating uncertainty for the entire industry. In its initial complaint against LBRY, the SEC asked the court for a permanent injunction to prevent LBRY from selling more LBC tokens, disgorgement of its ill-gotten gains, plus prejudgment interest and other civil monetary penalties. The judge's ruling on Monday means that LBRY's case will not go to trial. A status hearing to determine next steps is slated for November 21st, which, of course, on this channel, we will track and get out to you guys. But this is not looking good for the entire industry as a whole, because you need to keep in mind that the LBC tokens are specifically proof of work. Now, they function a little bit different, right? And that is because LBRY tokens are used to pay out creators on the platform. They're used as kind of basically bits on Twitch. If you're not familiar with bits on Twitch, you know, it's kind of the same idea. Now on YouTube, the way YouTube handles it, it's a little bit different, because essentially with YouTube, you have a few different, they use US dollar denomination or just regular fiat currency denominations, right? As opposed to that, why I compare it to Twitch is because Twitch utilizes a different denomination called bits, and those bits are basically something you buy with fiat currency and then you utilize on the platform. That is more what LBRY is like. Now, I don't know if bits, Twitch biddies or bits are considered a security. In fact, I don't think they are. That's a good question that I am now going to ask. that is not something that is easily attainable with a quick Google search. So we will definitely have to go through and figure out essentially, I think at some point, I don't think it's considered a security, but you know, if LBRY tokens or LBC is considered a security, I think you have to consider essentially bits on Twitch to be a security. So there you go. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here or more crypto content down here. Also, I'd like you to check out my locals page at sonofatech.locals.com, where you can become a member for free or choose to be a $5 a month supporter that unlocks additional content.